Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can get
Oh, it's Bristol, baby. Round number next of the JSI Racing 360 Sprint Cars Smackdown Series tonight. Yes, we come to the Bristol Motor Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. Qualifying is about to be complete. We've got near 50 drivers signed into the virtual pit area to take on the Bristol Motor Speedway. One of the newest tracks we have on the dirt side of things, and we certainly look forward to what will be an exciting night for Sprint Cars and the UMP Rumble later on this evening. Qualifying is wrapped up, and Max Bevan goes quick time with a 14.716. Rowan Jones second quick, third quick is Lewis Clark, Braith Carlin fourth, Daniel Boyd rounds out the top five. Rob Crawley in sixth, Matthew Hurd, Riley Simpson, Jacob Kroenke and Gage Stevens going to round out your top 10 drivers. We'll see 5 heat races on the program. Top 4 from each of the heat races will move in to tonight's main event. Everybody else will get seated into B main 1 and B main number 2. And let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Max Bevan will line up from position number 1. Robert Crawley lines up from position number 2. Sean Stevens lines up at a position number 3. Jason Crawford for JSI Racing starts position number 4. Daniel Hardigan lines up out of position number 5. To his outside will be Ash Hammond out of position number 6. Haydo Bish will line up out of position number 7. Trent Humphreys lines up out of position number 8. Kyle Mock will start position number 9. And William Pilot lines up in your 10th starting position. So heat 1 of 5 here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Hello, Kathy. Nice to have you back here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Now, unfortunately, Craig isn't in attendance here tonight for the sprint car side of things for the moment. I believe he has got some computer problems. But we are set for a start here in heat race number 1. Hello. Max Bevan and Rob Crawley on the front row. Sean Stevens, Jason Crawford, row 2. Daniel Hardigan, Ash Hammond, row 3. We are high above the Bristol Motor Speedway on the front straightaway. Green flag set to fly. We are underway. Max Bevan and Rob Crawley will lead us off down into turn number 1 and 2. Sean Stevens now quickly moves into position number 2. Daniel Hardigan looking for 3rd position right now over Crawley. Crawley just stuck there on the middle of the raceway, but he'll slot into position number 4. Hammond and Crawford, they go. Well, they were going toe to toe. Look out, Hardigan upside down. Stevens, Crawley involved in that one. So positions 2, 3 and 4 all involved. Ash Hammond, Jason Crawford and Haydo Bish as Kyle Mock moves up the inside on Haydo Bish down the front straightaway. 10 laps your heat race distance. Bevan continues to lead the way from Ash Hammond and Jason Crawford. That's your top 3. Haydo Bish runs in the 4th and final transfer position. So as this track starts off very, very tacky, it'll certainly widen up towards the end of the heat race and getting towards our 2 B mains. Again, we are going to have, like we did a couple of nights ago, we are going to have a random inversion. Now, straight after the B main, we are going to do the random invert. We'll bring in Jason Burke and we'll tell him the magical number between 0 to 24 again. So changing things up here with the JSI racing teams. We're already half race distance. Now we're going to be 6 down and 4 to run. Max Bevan continues to lead the way there from Ash Hammond in 2nd. Jason Crawford 3rd. Haydo Bish in 4th. Rob Crawley, Daniel Harding and both drivers back on pit road. They've got a lot of work to do to come from the final couple of rows of B main number 1, which will be also known as the C main. And again, we continue to tick the laps off here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. 3 to run for Max Bevan. We head down the back straightaway, watching Jason Crawford in car 12. Ash Hammond in the 4 machine. That's your drivers in positions number 2 and 3. Max Bevan opening up near 1.5 second lead at the moment here in heat race number 1. Thanks to Cabworks Kitchens and JSI Racing. White flag is out for Max Bevan. Into turn number 3 and number 4. Checkered flag is going to be out. Max Bevan gets the win. 2nd will go to Ash Hammond. 3rd of the line is going to be Jason Crawford. Haydo Bish comes home in 4th. 5th will be Kyle Mock, Trent Humphries, William Parland, Sean Stevens, Rob Crawley and Daniel Hardigan. And we'll take a look at your heat race number 1 results on screen right now. There it is. Getting the job done is Max Bevan, Ash Hammond 2nd, Jason Crawford, Haydo Bish, all going to transfer to the main event. Everybody else will be headed towards B main number 1 and B and heat race number 2. We'll see Rowan Jones in the Jones Racing number 25 machine from position number 1. Matthew Hurd, pilots caliber 71, will start position number 2. Justin Wright will line up at a position number 3. Cody Lawrence will start position number 4. Position 5 is going to be Leo Heaton, and Tyler Bish for Allure Esports will start position at number 6. Position number 7 is going to be Jake Skilton, and Karen Redpath lines up at a position number 8. Stephen Haley in the TB Motorsport number 60 machine will start position number 9, and Gary Chaplin will line up from position number 10. Again, 5 heat races on the program for tonight. So the Sprint Car Smackdown, the 360 Sprint Car Series. And don't forget the UMP Rumble. Round number 3. After coming off Eldora and the Knoxville Raceway in the opening 2 rounds of the season. We're looking forward to the drivers tackling the Bristol Motor Speedway. So again, Rowan Jones in the 25 from pole position. Matthew Hurd, the 71 from position number 2. Justin Wright, position number 3. Cody Lawrence, position number 4. We go back to Leo Heaton and Tyler Bish out of 5 and 6. 10 laps on the board. We are green flag racing here at Bristol. Tyler Bish on Leo Heaton with a big don't argue there on Tyler Bish. Jones and Hurd, they race side by side down the front straightaway. Give the lead to Matthew Hurd. He shut the door on Jones in turn number 1. Can Jones fight back in car number 25 for Jones Racing? Again, no guarantee on where these drivers will start in the main event. Again, a random inversion coming out for the feature race. Who knows, it might be 0. They might start where they were originally going to start. But we've seen Friday night with the Mighty Midgets at the dirt track at Charlotte, an inversion of 9. And it still wasn't enough to stop the young gun of Harry Stewart picking up the cash from Joshua Walton, followed by Damon Bush. That was your top 3 in the $100 to win JSI Racing cash race. We are working on 4 complete. Hurd, Jones, Wright, and Jake Skilton moves into position number 4. And again, that 4th and final transfer spot. Then you go back to Stephen Haitley in 5th. He's got some company with the 39 machine of Kyron Redpath. Haitley and Redpath are fighting for better starting positions in the B main. It's still Matthew Hurd. Look out, there's Redpath making the move there on Haitley. Haitley got a little too sideways there in turns number 1. Jones still not giving up without a fight right now on Matthew Hurd. 2.5 to go as we head down into turn number 3. Here comes Jones. He's reeling him in thick and fast now on the bottom side of the racetrack. A car length between the pair as they make their way into turn number 1. Still very tacky on the racetrack. Here comes Jones to the inside on Matthew Hurd. Hurd trying to shut the door, but Jones forces it back up. He makes a little contact into turn number 3. And the white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader. Jones and Hurd, they come together in 1 and 2. Oh my, it is on like Donkey Kong right now. Into 3, out of 4. Hurd back to the inside. Matthew Hurd will win heat number 2. Second will go to Rowan Jones. Third will be Justin Wright. Jake Skilton home in position number 4. And heat race number 2 is in the books. It's wrapped up. Let's take a look at your official results. Matthew Hurd, your winner from Rowan Jones in 2nd. Justin Wright 3rd. Jake Skilton 4th. Those 4 drivers punching their ticket to the main event. Redpath, Haitley, Bish, Chaplin, Heaton and Lawrence all going to the B main. Heat number 3. Lewis Clark will start from position number 1, driving car number 111. To his outside, Riley Simpson will start out of 2nd. 3rd is going to be Chris Lacey. To his outside, Brad Pascoe starts position number 4. Mitchell Clark lines up at a position number 5. David Clifford lines up from your 6th position. Brody Masters will start 7th. Darryl Kirk lines up at a position number 8. Jason Burke in the JSI Racing 74 will start 9th. And Cade Winden in car 7 will line up from your 10th starting position. That is heat race number 3, your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. So we are set for the start here. Oh, nearly did that wrong. So Lewis Clark and Riley Simpson, pace truck to the infield. And we are green, Lewis Clark. Oh, race control, going to let that one go for the moment. Oh no, Pascoe tags the back of Riley Simpson. Simpson upside down in a big way. Darryl Kirk, Cade Winden getting a piece of that one. Meanwhile, Mitchell Clark moves into position. Well, he's in fifth, sorry. Jason Burke moves into position 6. He's up 3 positions already there in the opening laps. So Berkey in the 74. Trying to make things happen in heat race number 3. Again, 5 heat races on the docket for the JSI Racing 360 Smackdown. For the Sprint Car Smackdown, David Clifford in the 49 machine. He's got the bubble position. Meanwhile, Brad Pascoe trying to close in here on Chris Lacey. Lacey to the middle of the racetrack. Pascoe goes low down into turn number 1. We have 3 and a bit laps in the books here. Heat race number 3. The JSI Racing 360 Sprint Car Series. Pascoe pulling it infield. I dare say he may have a black flag to be served for that one. Mitchell Clark now moves into position number 4, driving Caliber Zero machine. And just to the right of screen, you see about 2.5, maybe 3/10 of a second. Now 2/10 of a second. It's Jason Burke in the 74 machine. Berkey, starter position number 9. You see Mitchell Clark going to the marbles in turn number 1 and 2. Not sure if that's the right way for the moment. Maybe just above the slick line, but he's certainly making it work right now. But here comes Burke. Burke trying to fight to the inside. Can he make the pass down into turn number 1? He's going to pull alongside Clark, and they ran wheel to wheel on the exit of turn number 2. Burke to the inside. Gets a little sideways there on the entry into turn number 3. 7 laps in the books. With 3 laps to go here in heat race number 3. Thanks to Cab Work Kitchens, JSI Racing and Cab Coat as well. Lewis Clark, big lead there over Chris Lacey in second position. It's a 1.5 second lead. Lacey runs in second. Then you go back to David Clifford, but the white flag is out for Lewis Clark. He has got a nice sail through turn number 3 and 4 as the checkered flag is about to fly. Heat number 3 is done. Lewis Clark gets the win. Chris Lacey home in second. David Clifford third and Mitchell Clark in position number 4. Heat number 3 results coming up on your screen. Wow, Lewis Clark has been penalised for that start. So Chris Lacey gets the win. David Clifford in second. Mitchell Clark third. And Jason Burke moves into position number 4. So, jumping the start. Incurred a 60, I'm gonna say 30-second penalty. Or a 60-second, it doesn't really matter. He copped the penalty nonetheless, and that put him down outside of a top 4. Braith Carlin lines up from position at number 1 here in heat race number 4. Jacob Kronker will start from position at number 2. Daniel Cassidy is going to be aggressive here tonight in the number 2 machine for JSI Racing. He'll start position at number 3. Position number 4, it's going to be Damon Bush. Position number 5 for JSI Racing. And Cab Work Kitchens, Cab Coat, it's Luke Johnson. John Schultz lines up out of position at number 6. Shannon Blackburn, the Blackburn Motorsports, number 22 machine will start from position number 7. Benjamin Harris out of position number 8. And Blake Hancock will line up from position number 9. Let's get that sorted. Forward and the drivers. Okay, now we'll save that because that should be right to go, and we are good to GO here this time by. Pace truck is about to pull to the infield here on the front straightaway. Braith Carwin, Jacob Croker waiting for a start. The green flag is out. We are underway. Heat number 4, your penultimate heat race of the night for the sprint cars here at Bristol. And it is Bristol, baby, for the whole night here at JSI Racing. Mush diving down low to the inside there on Cassidy. Luke Johnson runs in position number 5. Keep an eye on John Schultz as well. Experienced in the 360 sprint cars. We'll see what he can do. Damon Mush now likes it down low, down into turn number 3. There goes Johnson. Now Johnson to the inside. Johnson to position number 4. But here comes Cassidy. Back to the outside. 2 by 2 for positions 2, 3, 4, and 5. We work through 1 and 2. Croker gets back by Damon Mush. Johnson back to the inside. Schultz trying to run it up into the marbles in turns number 3 and 4. Cassidy back to the outside. Nearly a dead heater between Johnson and Cassidy. Cassidy rides the cushion through 1. Johnson back to the inside. What a battle for the final transfer position. Meanwhile, Braith Carlin, he's looking to check out from Damon Mush and Jacob Croker. Schultz makes a mistake. Benjamin Harris goes on by, but again, we continue to watch. Luke Johnson, Daniel Cassidy fighting out for positions number 4 and 5. A spot in tonight's main event or a spot in the B main. Jacob Croker in 3rd. Johnson, he's very good on the bottom side of the racetrack right now. 5 down and 5 to run. Cassidy, 3/4 of the way up the racetrack in 1 and 2. The wall on the back straightaway does not move. Now cuts it down low. Oh, the pair of 15s come together. Cassidy, Johnson, and Hancock, they all come together. Schultz, whoa, driving it nearly to the wall in turns 1 and 2. 7 down that time by for your race leader. Means 3 laps left to run here in your penultimate heat race of the night for the 360 wing sprint cars. But here comes John Schultz closing in on Luke Johnson right now. Johnson, he goes mid-track in turns 3 and 4, trying to protect that line. Here comes Schultz trying to drive it down low. Thought Schultz may have tried to stick to the bottom of the racetrack. Popsicle sticks are out. Tip of the green. 2 laps to run. Heat race number 4. What a battle this is. Meanwhile, Braith Carlin, he is already through turns number 1 and 2. The drone piloting us down into turn number 3. Into turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Braith Carlin gets the win. Second will go to Damon Mush, Jacob Croker 3rd, and Luke Johnson unofficially in position number 4. Well done to Johnson, who will get an automatic transfer into tonight's main event. Heat 4 results showing on screen. Carlin, Mush, Croker, and Johnson. Johnson gets it by 0.028 of a second. Less than 3/100ths of a second. Schultz, Blackburn, Cassidy, Harris, and Hancock all going to a B main. As we bring to you your 5th and final heat race of the night, we'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. Daniel Boyd lines up from position number 1. Gage Stevens will start from position number 2. Trevor Royer for Black Diamond Motorsports. Carnine will start position number 3. Nick Ryan lines up at a position number 4. Paul Bryan lines up at a position number 5. Thomas Mitchell pilots the O2 machine from position number 6. Drew Fenton will start position number 7. Then we go back to Kobe Wright out of position number 8. Position number 9 for JSI Racing, that is Jared Wollstonecroft, and out of position number 10. He is now the 2nd fastest camel of Caleb Mills, lines up out of position number 10. It's pretty warm in here now. So I'm going to turn the old heatery-do off. So the lights are out. Pace truck is set to come to the infield this time by Boyd on the front row, along with Stevens. Keep an eye on Trevor Royer. He's been very, very competitive in fixing up racing. He's picked up a number of podiums along the way, and he loves racing sprint cars. So there is that Tim Sims, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 90 machine. Lap number 1 is in the books. Daniel Boyd holds on. Here comes Royer to the inside. Meanwhile, Thomas Mitchell driving down to the inside there on Paul Bryan. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Trevor Royer now pulls away 3/10 of a second there to Daniel Boyd. Boyd got some dramas as now. There goes Thomas Mitchell. Thomas Mitchell goes on by. Here comes Bryan now to the inside. Daniel Boyd just falling back to position number 4. Meanwhile, your race leader is still Trevor Royer. Thomas Mitchell running first and second. Daniel Boyd trying to go back to the low side once again, just to the right of your screen. He battles it out with Paul Bryan in car number 33. In fact, should be 42. So Royer and Mitchell driving away from 3rd and 4th. Then we go back to Jared Wollstonecroft in car number 38. He's got that 38 machine, the Victoria number 38. Up to position number 5. He started position number 9. He started alongside Caleb Mills, and now they're both sitting in positions number 5 and 6. So as we complete lap number 7 here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Take a look at some static cameras around the venue. You really get a good feel for the racetrack. Not a fan of that camera. So the white flag set to fly as we come to 1 lap left to go, and Trevor Royer is your race leader. We work down the back straight away into turn number 3. This time by Trevor Royer will win heat number 5. Second will go to Thomas Mitchell. Daniel Boyd 3rd. Paul Bryan 4th. Jared Wollstonecroft. Good drive there by Wollstonecroft in position 5. Fenton Mills in 6 and 7. Kobe Wright, Gage Stevens and Nick Ryan make up your final drivers in heat number 5. There is your official results. Royer, Mitchell, Boyd and Bryan all getting the job done. And this is B main number 1. We'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid, and it is going to be cutthroat because 13 cars set to take to the racetrack. Only the top 2, so there could be a 24 car inversion. There could be a 22 car. Who knows? We'll find out shortly. Let's find out which 2 drivers are going to make tonight's 35 lap main event. Kyle Mock will start alongside Brody Masters in row 1, positions number 1 and 2. Jared Wollstonecroft and Stephen Hately will line up out of positions 3 and 4. Shannon Blackburn starts position number 5. William Pilot lines up at a position number 6. Position number 7 will be Lewis Clark. Caleb Mills at a position number 8. Gary Chaplin out of position at number 9. Benjamin Harris lines up at a position number 10. Robert Crawley out of position at number 11. Darryl Kirk position number 12. Gage Stevens out of position 13. Cody Lawrence out of position number 14. So it was Gary Chaplin who did not make the call for tonight's B main. Again, this is B main number 1. 13 laps is going to be the distance. And again, we are looking at just the top 2 drivers. If you're not inside the top 2, it will be packing up and get ready for the UMP Rumble or get ready for next week. Keep an eye on Lewis Clark. He's going to be one to watch in this one. In that black and blue number 11 machine. He was very quick in his heat race after jumping the start. Wollstonecroft and Haley. Wollstonecroft to the inside. Tough break for Jared Wollstonecroft. He was phenomenal in his heat race just a moment ago. Look out, Haley there on the inside. And oh geez, Haley's been in everything right now. He's been in the thick of things. Here comes Lewis Clark to the inside. Clark going to the top side into turn number 3 and 4. Lap number 2 of 13 is in the books, and we are 11 laps remaining here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Slide job there by Clark. Here comes Haley back to the inside. This is your battle for the final transfer position. Haley now down low. He's got the run. He goes right through the slick, but I tell you what, these boys, if they're able to hit the bottom side of the racetrack, you can really power their machines on the bottom and go right through the slick. Clark now trying to run down Kyle Mock. I'm pretty sure Kyle Mock is the Australian wingless sprint champion as well. I'm pretty sure from memory. But he is going to have his hands full here with the 11 machine of Lewis Clark. Clark ducks down to the inside out of turn number 4. Lap number 5 is in the books, and Lewis Clark has gone from position number 7 to position number 1. But Mock now back to the outside. Kyle Mock trying to get a handle on this 360 wing sprint car, trying to tame the Bristol Motor Speedway. One and 2 are the only 2 drivers that are going to transfer into tonight's main event. They'll start positions number 21 and 23. At this stage, it's Lewis Clark and Kyle Mock. There's Stephen Haley, 1 spot out of a transfer position right now. Cody Lawrence in 4th, though. William Pilot in 5th position. A handful of Americans up at the crack of dawn. 4-5 in the morning. Probably getting closer to 5 or 6 now. Right now as they continue to work around the Bristol Motor Speedway. Again, we stay back up towards the front of the field. About 3-4 car lengths separating the pair between Clark and Mock. Clark still got the advantage through turn number 1 and 2. Three to go for Mock to run down Lewis Clark. Stephen Haley trying his best to put the 60 machine into tonight's 35 lap main event. Again, don't forget, after the next B main, we are going to show it live on the screens. A random invert as to what the inversion may be. Is the white flag set to fly? Through turn number 1 and 2. Lewis Clark, he's advanced 6 positions en route to victory here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Through 3 out of turn number 4. Lewis Clark wins. He's going to the big dance. Kyle Mock home in 2nd. He's also going to the big dance. And those are your 2 drivers from B main number 1 that will take into your 24 car field. We've already taken 20 from the 5 heat races. We'll take 2 from B main 1 and B main number 2. Clark and Mock officially are going to the big dance. After this one, we'll find out which 2 drivers will also tackle the 35 laps around the Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll also find out what the inversion will be. We take a look here at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. Karen Redbar lines up from position number 1. John Schultz lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3 will see Trent Humphrey start alongside Cade Winden out of position at number 4. Drew Fenton starts from position at number 5. Tyler Bish will start from position number 6. Daniel Cassidy starts from position at number 7. Sean Stevens lines up from the 8th starting position. Position number 9 is going to be Brad Pascoe, and Kobe Wright starts position number 10. Position number 11 will be Leo Heaton. Position number 12, it's going to be Blake Hancock. Position number 13 will be Daniel Harding. And position number 14, we'll see Riley Simpson and Nick Ryan. Did not make the call for your second and final B main. So again, 13 laps the distance. Top 2 is the magical number. Don't forget the UMP Rumble to come after this one. And again, we will be right here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Pace truck is in, 13 on the board. And the green flag is out. John Schultz with a good start on the outside. In the black and blue, car number 29 for North Briz Slots. And Pace Syndicate, he will lean down the back straight away. Cade Winden up on the top side of the racetrack. Down to the outside. Keep an eye on Tyler Bish trying to come through the field as well. We're also going to keep an eye on Daniel Harding, and Bish splits the middle there of Trent Humphreys and Cade Winden. Tyler Bish up to position number 3. These drivers, look at them, 2 and 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. They're trying to make some moves early on, knowing that they've got to get through this field, knowing they've got to get to the front as quickly as possible if they want to make tonight's a main event. Cassidy to the inside there on Tyler Bish. Cassidy looks to slide up. No, Bish back to the outside. These drivers at the moment running 3rd and 4th position. Cade Winden 5th. Then you go back to Humphreys. Oh no, Winden. He got a piece of the 24 machine of Trent Humphreys. John Schultz, Karen Redpath. They are running 1st and 2nd. Just to the line was Karen Redpath. He shot the door on Bish. Redpath runs a slide on into 1 and 2. But Tyler Bish back to the inside. Tyler Bish moves into that second and final transfer position. Cassidy not going to give up without a fight. And here comes Drew Fenton in that Jim Beam 08 machine. Cassidy, Fenton, they tangle up into turn number 1 and 2. Cassidy around, Humphreys and Heaton go on by, but again up to positions 2 and 3. Bish has got it on lockdown at the moment, not giving this one up without a fight to the end. 5 to go this time by at turn number 4. The racetrack looks ominous right now with a top and a bottom line developing. Schultz running the top. Bish is able to run the low line. He's able to run the slider line. Right through the middle, Bish goes. Just proving why that this racetrack at the moment, it is in tip-top shape at the moment. Redpath on the outside looking in at the moment. But it is all Tyler Schultz. With 2 to run for Schultzy. In fact, we're about to go on board of John Schultz. I did just say Tyler Schultz. White flag is out. 1 to go for your race leader. John Schultz continues to lead. Tyler Bish through turn number 3 and 4. They've got a bit of a margin. Back to current red path, but it won't matter. John Schultz and Tyler Bish. They are going to the main event. So while this is happening, we are going to do the random inversion. Here it is. Keep an eye on this number just here. We generate it. It is going to be 11. We are going to bring Berkey down. Berkey, I've just done the inversion. The number is 11, buddy.
Number is 11, mate. Cheers, buddy. I'll let them know.
All right. So 11 will be the magic number. Let's take a look quickly at your results for B main number 2. John Schultz, Tyler Bish, they are going to the show. Unfortunately for everybody else, it's time to pack it up and get ready for the UMP Rumble. Let's go and have a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid from back to front. Hello, Platzi. Tyler Bish and Kyle Mock will start positions number 24 and 23. John Schultz will start position number 22. Position number 21, it's Lewis Clark. Paul Bryan starts position number 20. Luke Johnson out of position number 19. Position number 18, it's going to be Jason Burke and Jake Skilton out of position number 17. Position 16 is going to be Haydo Bish, and position 15 is Daniel Boyd. Jacob Croak out of 14th, and Mitchell Clark out of position number 13. Justin Wright out of position number 12, and have a look at this. We go from position number 11. That'll be Max Bevan. Position number 10 will be Matthew Hurd. Position number 9, it's going to be Chris Lacey. Position 8 will be Braith Carlin. Position 7, Trevor Royer. Position 6 will be Ash Hammond. Position 5 is Rowan Jones. Position 4, David Clifford. Position 3, Damon Mush. Thomas Mitchell, position number 2. And pole position for tonight's 35 lap main event in car 12, that is Jason Crawford. Flatsy, that sucks. That sucks. I was looking forward to doing some wraps tonight. But no wrap top, no wraps. Here we go, pace truck is in. We are set for a start. The JSI Racing 360 Sprint Car Series. We go live for 35 here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We are green. Thomas Mitchell and Jason Crawford drag race through turn number 1 and 2. Give the advantage to Thomas Mitchell, but not for long because Crawford back up on the inside, and Crawford, oh, holy dooly, lap number 1 goes to Jason Crawford. Mitchell goes through the middle of the racetrack. I swear they're beating and banging off each other. We continue to watch the battle on for the race lead. Mitchell back down low, down into turn number 3. He's got the advantage. Crawford staying up a little too high. Trevor Royer, Braith Carlin, Damon Mush coming through the field. Ash Hammond as well. Look out. Oh no, Royer. Royer upside down in a big way. Oh, big tough break for the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine. He's been hit from pillar to post. We stayed green. Hammond and Braith Carlin. There is Damon Mush and Rowan Jones in the 47 and the 25. Jones in the 25, Mush in the 47. That's your battle on for positions number 5 and 6. Mitchell, your race leader from Crawford and Carlin, 1, 2 and 3. Jones pulling away from Damon Mush into turn number 3. 5 laps in and 30 to go. What a spectacle the Bristol Motor Speedway is putting on here in the JSI Racing League. Looking forward to what the UMP Modifieds would do here. I'm sure we won't have a car count of 50, but I tell you what, I bet you we have a very decent car count and a very, very good racetrack. Here comes Jones closing in on Ash Hammond. Your JSI big block champion. Matthew Hurd. Rowan Jones and Damon Mush. Hurd nearly tags the back of Damon Mush. Jones back to the outside. What a race down into turns 3. Jones to the outside, Mush to the inside. 3-car battle for positions 5, 6 and 7. Meanwhile, it is still Thomas Mitchell leading the way by a 1.1, nearly 1.2 second over Jason Crawford. Ash Hammond closing in here on Braith Carlin for the final spot on the podium. 10 down and 25 to go. Hell yeah, Schultze. Some big movers through the field. Lewis Clark up to position number 8. And you wonder if he wants to get a yellow or 2. How that may change his race, that performance in the 11 machine. How it may affect the result to come. Hammond to the inside on Braith Carlin. Ash Hammond is just rolling the bottom right now. Oh man, these drivers are really putting on a show here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Hammond to position 3. Crawford still sits in second. Thomas Mitchell, your race leader. Mush, Hurd, and here comes the 11 machine of Lewis Clark to the top into turn number 1 and 2. Third on lap 29, I'm going to stick with Ash Hammond. Jones all over the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Hurd, Mush, and Lewis Clark. Here comes Chris Lacey as well. 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Clark now getting a run. Hurd trying to dive down low on Rowan Jones. Mush now trying to get to the inside there on Matthew Hurd. Lacey and Clark going to make this a 5-car battle. Positions 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And here comes Jacob Croker, Daniel Boyd. It is really starting to heat up here at Bristol. Oh yeah, it is Bristol, baby. You better believe it. Bristol Motor Speedway, 1 car into the wall. That's Chris Lacey. 17 down and 18 to go. Braith Carlin, Ash Hammond. Great battle for positions 3 and 4. Jones, Clark. I'll tell you what, I'll give you 500 if it's not Hammond, it'll be Lewis Clark. He is coming thick and fast, trying to break into the top 5. He had to run the B main after jumping the start in his heat race, and here comes Clark all over the back of Jones. Now Jones comes up the racetrack, takes the line away. Clark goes inside, Jones goes to the top side. This time by will be on completing lap number 20 with 15 remaining. Your leader is Thomas Mitchell and looking for his first main event victory here at JSI Racing. Jones back to the inside. Slide job on Clark. Clark turns it back underneath him on a battle for positions 5 and 6. Meanwhile, Braith Carlin has gotten back by Ash Hammond. Can Hammond work his magic in that number 4 machine? He goes to the middle of the racetrack. 22 laps about to be in the books and 13 remaining in 22 green flag laps here at Bristol. A stunning performance here by the 24 drivers on the racetrack. Clifford and Roy are the only 2 drivers to be out of the event. Still 22 circulating around the high banks of Bristol, baby. Still a 1.2 second advantage for Thomas Mitchell over Jason Crawford again. We keep a keen eye on the battle for positions 3, 4 and 5. Schultze, we're 5 laps away, and I've got 2 drivers that are within striking distance. of picking the driver in third position at the end of lap number 29. And at this stage, it's going to be Braith Carter because he's driving away right now from Ash Hammond. And what is going to save it right now would be that if the caution flag comes out, we are now this time by with 9 to go. We have already seen Thomas Mitchell put the lap car down. That was Kyle Mock, Jason Crawford. Tell you what, Crawford has closed the gap right now on your race leader of Thomas Mitchell. Lap 27 is in the books. 8 to go. Crawford half a second away. And Jason Crawford, ladies and gentlemen, is coming thick and fast in the number 12 machine. He would love to put this thing in victory line. I can just only imagine the interview if he wants to get the job done. Even a podium right now for Crawford. He would be absolutely stoked about this one. Crawford runs the top in 1. The cutback line in turns number 2. Lap car between Braith Carlin and Ash Hammond. So Braith Carlin is going to be in third position at the end of lap number 29. There's your race leader coming to 5 to go. Thomas Mitchell, Jason Crawford. Lap cars battling cyborg. Cars that are on the lead lap. They're about to be lap cars here to Thomas Mitchell. One car pulling down low, that's Jake Skilton. Crawford is back up to nearly 9/10 of a second lead. And Thomas Mitchell just doing enough and doing what is required in that 02 machine. The Vortex Sim Sports SpeedShop51.com entry. This time by 3 laps left to run. It's back up to a 1 second lead. Daniel Boyd up to position number 4. I'm sure Boydie would love to get a podium with his teammate of Thomas Mitchell. Mitchell with now 2 to run. Crawford exactly a second behind in position number 2. Braith Carlin in third. That is Hato Bish, the lap car, along with Jake Skilton. There is your third place driver there, Braith Carlin. This time by, the white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader. In the Cab Works Kitchens, Cab Coat, JSI Racing 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Checkered flag is out this time by the 02 for Vortex Sim Sports. Thomas Mitchell will win. Second will go to Jason Crawford. Third at the line is going to be Braith Carlin. Daniel Boyd 4th, Rowan Jones 5th. Again, these results unofficial at the moment. But a race that goes green to checker here at Bristol. 50 drivers signed into the pit area. Not 8, not 9, not 10. 50 drivers and not a single yellow in tonight's main event. Let's take a look at those official results for you right now. Thomas Mitchell, Jason Crawford, and Braith Carlin get 1, 2, and 3. Daniel Boyd, Rowan Jones round out your top 5. Lewis Clark, Ash Hammond, Matthew Hurd, Jacob Croker, and Paul Bryan round out your top 10. We go down to the rest of the field. Damon Mush in 11th, Chris Lacey 12th, Max Bevan 13th, Tyler Bish 14th, Justin Wright 15th, John Schultz 16th, Luke Johnson 17th, Jason Burke 18th, 19th Mitchell Clark, and the last car on the lead lap, Hato Bish in 20th, a lap down, along with Jake Skilton in 21st. Kyle Mock 5 laps down in 22nd. Trevor Royer and David Clifford both out of the event early on in tonight's feature event. We'll hopefully go and chat to our top 3 drivers here in just a few moments' time. And I know we've got... Oh, look, ready? 1, 2, and 3 ready to go. But bringing home the win in car number 02B, it's Thomas Mitchell. Thomas, congratulations, buddy, on the win. And boy, a race that goes green to chicken. There's not a whole lot of times where that happens, but man, I'll tell you what, you had this 02 machine on lockdown.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I just aimed forward and lap by lap we were getting it. You know, I was worried about fuel there for a couple laps, but other than that, you know, once I found we had enough there to conserve for the end, we pushed forward and ended up pulling a little bit more away. And for a green and white checker, you know, that was just a solid run by the team. You know, that was a good job by all.
Mate, something that was thrown to the drivers. We've seen it happen Friday night with the midget series. The random invert after the heat races. You got a little bit lucky with that one, and you know, to start outside front row. I mean, or I should say start on the front row. You know, you really had to get that jump going into turn 1.
Yeah, I thought we were going to start position 10 there, and then when they got the invert, you know, we went to position 2, and that really helped us there off the front row, made us no traffic there to get through, so it gave us an advantage, but I thought we might have a car anyway, but, you know, it was a good run by all, and it was a good race by all.
All right, well, no doubt a lot of sponsors on this race car, a lot of people behind the scenes, buddy, who helped make this happen. Now's an opportunity to thank those sponsors and people.
It's got to thank all the viewers. You know, the viewers are nothing without the viewers for this league. The league admins, you know, JSI, Brilliant League. You for the broadcast. I want to thank all the guys at Vortex Sport. Give me a drive. It's got to thank all the sponsors. SpeedShop51.com. So go check out Clayton Tillian over at SpeedShop51. Go check your setups. Use the Vortex code for 10% off. RK Sim Photography and LCG Carpentry, and any of your family and friends watching at this time. Thank you.
There we go. Thomas Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen, home in first place. Home in second spot here tonight. Well, he started on pole position tonight and hold the top 2 spot for the entire 35-lap main event. Jason Crawford, buddy, second spot. I got to say, with 15 to go, you closed the gap on Thomas Mitchell, but then those last 5 to 8 laps, he drove away from you, Ben. You sort of had to hold your nerve there in the end because 35 laps green to checker, they don't come around that often.
No, they don't, Brett. They don't come off often at all. No, that was good racing, and credit to Thomas. He drove out front and pretty clean.
Mate, with the
sorry, mate, go.
Wait, with the random inversion, how nervous were you starting from pole position, because you were meant to, you were scheduled to start position 11, and all of a sudden, this random invert gets thrown out there, and now you start on pole. How nervous were you, to lead the field to green?
Yeah, there was no nerves, mate. That was good. I liked the inversion. There was crackers and poppers going off here, mate. That's how excited I was. Everyone wants to start a race up front, and on a track like this where it's going to be a one-lane track, that's probably where you want to be,
Well, I actually thought this racetrack had multiple different gears. Late in the race, it sort of went back down to the bottom side. But yourself on the racetrack, when you're running in second, you've got to try something different. You've got to try those different lines out just to see if you can catch up to the guy in front.
I went to the top there at one stage, and that was like it wasn't nice at all. So I decided to get back to the bottom, mate, and just cruise around the bottom. Oh. The top's a little scary at times.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Inches away from the wall, and as Platino would say, we do this for science. Yeah, and the Power Plats presentation, the walls don't move. It can be very tricky up there. Croft, before we let you go, buddy, sponsors, shout-outs, all this good stuff, mate. Who makes the wheels turn on this number 12 machine?
Big thanks to Cabcoat, Cabworks, Ash Hammond Sign Design, Crawford Designs. Everyone else that puts in, JSI boys for what they do, Jay Burke for putting these things on, mate. These are crackers, and it just goes by the numbers that we got. And yeah, everyone that's involved, man, it's good fun.
All right, well, 50 cars signed into the Pedro tonight. You come over second. We look forward to seeing you with the UMPs here in just a few moments' time.
Thanks, Brett.
Jason Crawford home in second spot. Home in third place tonight in car number 11. It is Braith Carlin. Braith, congratulations on the third place run here tonight. You had your work cut out for you coming from about the third or fourth row after the inversion, but you managed to sort of make your way to position number 3, and you pretty much had to just consolidate there in the end because the guys up front were just too far gone on a racetrack that was pretty slick.
Yeah, it was a good race. Most of my work was done on the first lap, and then after that I had a good battle with Ash, and just sat really there the whole time.
Mate, your thoughts on this racetrack? Some drivers, might be saying that it was, 2-1 lane. From where I was sitting, you're able to go to the bottom, you're able to go to the middle. Some drivers made the top work early on. I mean, what was your overall thoughts on this racetrack?
I thought it was good. I could run the top at the start. I initially actually have never ran a 360 here, so I was told the bottom was quick. I started to get a groove down there later, but the middle was working at one stage, the top was working at one stage, the bottom was. I thought it was really good. I think you could have made any line work. It was just really how far back you were going to start and well, for Green to checker like that, is up the front was where you wanted to be.
No, but look, well done on a third place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, people behind the scenes, now's an opportunity to thank those people.
I'd like to thank JSI firstly for running a great league week in, week out. These guys definitely do an awesome job. Obviously, you for doing the broadcasting and catching all the cool moments for us. Century Batteries, Hopkins Contracting, Nicholas Performance, Cage Stevens Designs, Plant Fabrication Services, Cooper Mini Hairdressing, Foxton Fizz, Worth, Raceworks, and Kalen Contracting.
All right, there we go. Braith Carlin, ladies and gentlemen, home in third place. And that'll wrap up the post-race coverage. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Cabworks, Kitchens, JSI Racing, and Cabcoat for all your needs. Check them out on the social media pages and keep up to date with the people and support the people that support sim racing. A big thank you to our own sponsors here at UltimateDirtTV. A big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, with the Miller Family Trucking. I just had a mind blank there. Locked On Lads, Spartan Transportation, SpeedShop51.com, and Octane Inc. Check them out on all their social media pages as well and their website. And again, support the people that support us here at UltimateDirtTV. Big thank you to you, of course, you fans that are tuned in here to witness a 35-lap race that goes green to checker. Not one yellow during this 24-car field. 50 cars signed into the pit area. 24 of the best survived, and one came out on top. That happened to be Thomas Mitchell. It's Bristol, baby. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying goodbye for now. We'll see you back for the UMP Rumble in about 20-25 minutes' time.